How's it going, guys? Panther Films here, and today we're going to be reacting to the Season 7 finale of Fear the Walking Dead. This episode is titled Gone. Our last episode was focused on Alicia and pretty much felt pointless altogether. Basically, she kept on passing out. She went back to the tower, passed out. She kept seeing like an hallucination of a little girl which turned out to be her. Then she saved Strand from the tower, and she passed out. And then at the end of the episode, she felt fine. Out of nowhere. I guess because she saved Victor, the fever was gone, which makes no fucking sense at all. And then at the end of the episode, Alicia no longer had a fever, because I guess symbolically she saved Victor, so that cured her pretty much, which makes no fucking sense, but okay. But Alicia decided to stay in Texas while the rest of the group went on the rafts to find this place that Morgan's potentially found, which might be Padre. But yeah, the fact that last episode was Alicia's last, and this episode is bringing back Madison, is just baffling to me. Like, why would you write Alicia out an episode before you bring Kim Dickens back? Like, what? But I saw Alicia Debnam Kerry's like heartfelt message. Definitely seems like she's not coming back ever, unless they get new showrunners, which isn't going to happen. We'll have to see what this finale has in store for us. Probably shit writing, weird character decisions, and pointless drama, pretty much, because that's Fear the Walking Dead for you. So let's stop doolallying around with this shitty recap and get right into the fucking finale. 3, 2, 1. Okay, it's good. 3, 2, 1. Good. 3, 2, 1.
Padre is real?
And I think we might actually have some place to go to.
16 episodes later, we're getting to Padre.
I don't know how fast I'll turn. I don't know how much longer I have left.
I don't know how much longer you have left, and then you wake up perfectly fine. Remember the showrunners teasing that Madison would have like a big presence in the second half? How did he manage to do that? On his own.
Can anybody hear me?
I just find it weird that Mo looks more like Grayson Morgan than her actual parents. It's baffling. Louisiana? Well, at least they're not in fucking the radiation wastelands anymore. Not like it mattered anyway, they never wore the mask. I mean, Morgan, everywhere's gonna be scavenged at this point in the apocalypse. Sanderson. Never mind. No, Sanderson. It is Sanderson. They look like a G at the end there, but... It'd just be sick if it's like a horror episode like the Connie one. Very clean house. Whoa, hey, whoa. Why does that look like Alicia?
I'm just looking for food.
I don't have any.
Well, clearly, but you've got a knife, so I'll take that.
Ava,
Okay.
this is no place for kids.
Why?
Look, I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this without you. I got Mo someplace safe, but she needs you.
It's so annoying that Morgan went alone.
Somebody up there.
Yeah, there's someone up there because there's a fucking light.
There's some help down here.
Yeah, okay, that's totally not a trap at all.
Evening.
Yep. What the fuck?
You gotta give me my little girl back.
She don't belong to you.
What the fuck?
Give me back my daughter, and you will never see us again.
Get in there.
What the fuck? No.
Hey!
Well, they're dead. Madison saved them. Fuck is that noise?
I'm not here to save you.
Madison, well, you just did. You're not here to save me, but you just did.
She's better off with me than you. And you'll get over it.
Whoa. Madison! See, that would have been sicker if we didn't know she was coming back. Okay, she's got a problem with her lungs because of the smoke and shit.
Oriel, I'm approaching the drop. You copy?
We got
So she's stealing kids? Trading kids for something? CLM? How did she get here? I don't know.
You're late.
We found some new eggs.
I mean, Morgan's obviously followed her.
Are you out there? Zeb, can you hear me? I got a lead on new egg, Oriole. Miss your daddy. But you're gonna be better off with that.
What do they do with parents who are having kids?
I'm a mother myself. You can trust me. You just have to tell me where you are. Can you do that?
I love how she didn't give a fuck that she's surrounded. Here comes Morgan. Never mind. Madison's been playing some Dying Light. Yeah, she needs oxygen because of her lungs, right? Because of the fire. Ew. Hey.
Turn off the walkie.
That's smart, Morgan. He knew she'd be back for more.
Drop your weapon. Turn yourself around.
Where the hell's my oxygen?
Someplace you'll never find it. Not unless you take me to her.
People I'm with, they'll kill you in ways you can't even imagine.
Oh, another villain group.
With an egg.
An egg?
And what? An egg?
Why are you taking these kids that don't belong to you?
Good, we're getting flashbacks. But how was she taken? How did she get out of the stadium? I'd rather know them answers.
The only reason you're still breathing is because of us.
So they saved her.
She's already rescued. My people came sooner than I expected.
700 plus kids. Of course Madison would be a Padre.
You with Padre?
I used to be just like you.
Obviously Morgan's gonna win, like, come on. You know what Morgan could have easily done there? He could have just dodged that walker, let it go for Madison, and then killed the walker.
Let me go.
What? Why is he looking at her this? Why the fuck did he just look at her this?
You're Madison Clark. That's what they said, and I saw the stadium.
My kids, they're alive.
This dialogue's terrible.
There's only one way Padre's ever gonna give her back to you. Take the place of yours.
No, I'm not doing that.
Charlie. Oh,
If the kid ain't born yet.
oh yeah.
Because that woman you were talking to on the walkie is pregnant and she's not doing so good.
I feel like that woman would be smarter than just to stay in one place.
And I'm not taking a child away from its mother, so yeah. You get smoke in your lungs trying to escape from that stadium?
No shit, Morgan. They lit... You don't need to explain it to the fucking viewers.
You don't know anything.
You're stealing kids.
Rescuing.
Oh, is that you talking?
Well, looked to me like you were barely scraping by out there on your own.
You were watching me?
Okay, we survived the bombs.
You're in Galveston.
What the hell happened to you?
She got separated from that family and changed.
And then what happens to her after her baby's born?
She doesn't need to know.
I need to know.
Just cast out. Either cast out or killed. So you just can't have kids anymore?
Now it's your turn.
More. One time isn't enough.
Found somebody I think can help.
And we can help you and your baby. Place I'm from, it's safe, it's good people, it's the kind of place a kid would dream about growing up. They even got Morgan's kid in there.
I didn't think it was possible for a place like it to exist.
I'll get my things.
She obviously knows they're bullshitting, right? She's not that dumb. She's either listening or knows what Padre is.
Seen a mother lose her baby once before. I don't want to see that ever again.
Everything all right?
Yeah, it is for me.
Fuck.
What?
They found me.
Why are they wearing, like, bags over their heads? Fucking weirdos.
Let me have it.
No way, come on.
Yeah, that's my fucking bargaining chip. Damn, that walker just got glenned. Kind of pointless putting that there when there's a fucking window.
Can't hear it? You can't hear the heartbeat?
She lying?
She's not pregnant. She never was.
Is that true?
You took my daughter. Shit, you really don't remember.
You need to take me to her. Your plan never would have worked.
How are we getting Mo back?
We're not.
What?
Even with a trade, there was no guarantee.
You need to find a way to get me to my kid.
Dude. Yeah? Oh, Jesus Christ, look at his eyes.
I'm never gonna see them again.
Well, you're not going to see Nick again, he's dead.
Whoa, easy now.
Fuck is that sword? Oh, never mind, it's a gun. Fucking Terminator 3.
To be buried with his favorite hunting gun.
With bullets?
he wanted-
Is there bullets in it? Is there bullets in it, though?
You might not want to see your kids. I don't think you want them to die. Tell him where her kids are.
I mean, he doesn't really know where Alicia is, and Nick's dead.
Because they're already dead.
You said they were alive. You said you knew where they were.
I said that so I get what I wanted from you.
You're lying.
Alicia's 50-50.
Nick got shot. Buried him ourselves. She got bit by a walker not so long ago. The last time I talked to her, close to the end.
It's kind of annoying that they vote Alicia out like that. Like, I would have loved just a reunion between them. Even if Alicia died in that reunion scene, at least they'd see each other one last time.
At least 30 walkers out there. More on the way.
I mean, do you know how many are at the door, though?
Walkers ain't gonna make it easy for us.
True. The walkers will just give it away.
Madison, we're gonna need you.
I don't understand how that gun's loaded.
What were they doing?
Huh?
When they died?
Nick was going through a bad patch when I met him. That's when it happened. She survived the explosion. She helped me, my little girl, and some people that we cared about escape the fallout, and she fought the infection for as long as she could. Could still be out there.
We'll help you find yours now.
No.
Yeah. They'd be ashamed of her, basically.
They'd find Nick and Alicia and make them do what I wouldn't anymore.
But how would they know it'd be Nick and Alicia?
No, we need her to get our kids, and so do they.
I don't think they're gonna see it that way. I can't undo any of this.
Yes, you can.
I mean, just infiltrate Padre.
We're gonna open the door.
Where we can see them.
Why are they wearing fucking masks?
You remember me now.
The fuck? Why are you looking like Davy Jones?
What'd she tell you?
Not much. She didn't need to. Found this in her pack. We're going to surprise her friends at the beach.
She's gonna get everybody killed.
That's not how this works.
That's why we're fighting each other.
True.
You don't have to.
I have to get to my kid.
Dude, if they all get killed, I'm gonna laugh. If Morgan didn't agree to go, they would have just killed him. So you're forced to join that group. Oh no, just walkers washing up. Why is she taking all the toys in the void? Why? Why?
Can't help you.
It's not why I'm here. I kinda owe you. No one's gone until they're gone.
Oof. Morgan, why would you leave her there? Wait, these are the ones that went. Yes. Like, no shit. Why didn't we hear them gunshots then? Hey, Morgan, Morgan, just kill her. You didn't really know her that well. Oh, for fuck's sake, Morgan. 7 seasons in. Actually, more than that. You've been in, like, fucking... How many seasons, Morgan? You're hesitating to kill someone you just met? Oh! Wow, she pulled another dying light. Oh, she pulled herself out. How'd she do that?
He's dead because of something I did.
I'm gone, but you're not. I'll help you get to your daughter.
Just means we can't fail.
Wait, what? Why is there 3 of them? Who's that? Oh, these are Padre.
You gotta let me go with you.
Get in.
I've been meaning to tell you.
It doesn't exist.
I don't know.
Ah! Well, I mean... Like... Surely... Well, I guess they'd be on the bigger boat, right? They'd be in, like, the brig. I mean, is it too much to say that that was the best episode of the season? Which isn't saying much, because this season was fucking terrible. I also feel like this episode didn't really do much for the overall story. Like, Madison's back, and she doesn't know where Padre is, so we have the same amount of information we had at the very beginning. Nothing. The only little detail we have is they take kids. So we spend 16 episodes looking for Padre. We get there, and then we still don't know where it is. So what was the point of Padre then? Why even dedicate a whole season to fucking Victor and the tower if it just didn't mean anything in the long run? Like, the tower went out off screen. You know what I mean? There was no big battle. There was nothing like that. It was gone. That was it. Bringing Madison back isn't going to fix the writing. Oh, Madison's back. Let's see the writers ruin her next. They've ruined every other fucking character. I also hate that the writers think the viewers are dumb as fuck. Because, like, Morgan was asking Madison, like, is that why you need the oxygen? Because of the fire? It's like, yes, Morgan, obviously. I mean, June's already met Madison, right? Victor obviously has met Madison. It would have been cool if John was still alive. Both Johns. I feel like the Padre stuff is kind of boring. Like, we haven't even got to it yet. And I'm already bored of it. We spent a whole season building up to Padre, and we still didn't see it. And then when we do see it, it's just going to be these bad people. Or maybe it's going to be a good place. They don't seem good, though. Just based on the fact that they steal kids. I'm genuinely not even, like, interested or hyped for next season. I mean, how can you be? Like, there's nothing of interest to hype you up for next season. right? Like, at least with season 6's finale, it's like, well, shit, what's going to happen now with the nukes and the radiation? Like, how are they going to get out of this? But then you have this cliffhanger, and it's just like, oh, they're going to a fucking boat in the middle of the ocean, and they don't know where Padre is? Alright. Fair enough. It is interesting that this finale didn't have all the characters in it. Like, it only had Morgan and Madison, which is interesting. For a finale, especially, usually a finale wants to, like, close off everyone's storyline for the season, but it is what it is, I guess. Like, this episode should have been episode 15. Next episode, episode 1, should be everyone reuniting and stuff. I just find it weird that the writers couldn't think of the Vaft thing early on in the season. You know what I mean? Like, episode 8 or something could have been this episode, instead of dedicating, like, a half a season to fucking going against Strand, which didn't go anywhere at all. We need to get to the tower, and then the tower's destroyed, so basically we just did all that shit for nothing. Like, the biggest reason I'm also not excited for next season is because these showrunners are still in charge. Like, what's the point of getting excited if the same shitty writing is going to hurt the show even more? I just don't understand how AMC haven't seen the feedback of the show. And they're like, oh yeah, we'll keep these showrunners on for multiple seasons. No. I've said it before. But if I was a higher up and I saw one of my shows suffering because of the writing, I'd fire the showrunners and fire the writers. Because at the end of the day, you're providing my platform with shit content when it should be better than it is. And the only way it's going to get better is if we get better writers. It just really makes you question how writers like this get into the industry. Like, I don't want to shit on their work, but at the end of the day, what have you provided that's good in the entertainment world? Fear the Walking Dead shit. The only thing that's carrying this show is the acting. The music's non-existent, like, the special effects are kind of boring, the story's shit, but that goes into the writing. The direction is alright, but it's not insane, you know? Especially with season 4 and 5 of Fear. Remember that grey fucking filter they used? Fire these showrunners and fucking problem solved. There's a reason Scott Gimple isn't in charge of the main show anymore. And that's because of what he did to fucking Carl. Because it was no coincidence that he wasn't the showrunner for season 9 after the shit with Carl happened. That is no coincidence at all. You know what I mean? Now he's like chief content officer, aka planning out shitty storylines that don't go anywhere. Like, where the fuck is a Rick movie? Like, what's going on with World Beyond? Why introduce this big mythos like CRM and then not include it in the main show? Like, it just doesn't make any fucking sense, dude. Angela Kang really improved the main show once she took over from Scott Gimple. Like, season 9 was fucking fantastic. Season 10 was decent. It had a few issues, but it was fine overall. And season 11 so far, second half was good for season 11. First half was shit. But the problem with season 11 is the fact that no major character has died yet. And I think that's a big issue. You can't have all these massive stakes if no character's going to die. No one of importance is going to die. The problem with Fear the Walking Dead is that the cast is so big that they only have a handful of characters that they can actually utilise, which is so stupid. If you're good writers, you should be able to utilise everyone at the same time, you know? But they can't, because they're shit writers. They've ruined Daniel. Luciana doesn't fucking do anything. They've ruined Madison too. Like, there's no way she'd steal kids, because at the end of the day, it doesn't make sense that Padre would have found her at the stadium, but then didn't stay in that area to find Alicia and the rest. You know what I mean? It just doesn't fucking make any sense. They fucking teleported her to the other side of the fucking state. Like, excuse me? So I think they're in Louisiana now, right? Which isn't too far from Texas. Or Galveston, that's where they were in season 6 and 7, right? And then they're filming in Savannah, Georgia, right? For season 8. I mean, if we're going to fight another big group, that's boring as fuck. Because it's been happening way too many times in, like, the Walking Dead universe. It goes from one big group to the next. I think the CRM is the most interesting to go against, because it's so fucking big and they've got helicopters, tanks, you know? And I think that would be a good climactic end to the universe, but it's just insane how every show is one big bad after the next. It is kind of annoying and repetitive at this point. Like the Last of Us games, if you've played them, it doesn't really involve villains and heroes and like this big bad group. I mean, I guess Last of Us 2 kind of touches on the big bad group, but it's not like a sole element of the story. You know, it's a part of the story, but it's not the big purpose of the story. It's not, oh yeah, we have to go against this big group to survive. No, it's nothing like that. It doesn't like force feed you to this standard narrative that's been done in so many post-apocalyptic things. You know, it's something fresh and new. I'm not sure what I want to do with their reactions after this. Like, I could react to episode 1 of season 8 and then see where it goes from there. But at the same time, I don't want to react to every episode just in case they're all bad, you know? So maybe the plan is react to episode 1 of season 8, don't react to episode 2, 3 and 4, and see if it's improved at that point, like if it's a good season. If it is, I'll react to the rest of the season. But if it isn't, I'm only reacting to episode 1, 8, 9 and 16. So the season premiere, the mid-season finale, the mid-season premiere and the season finale. Because they seem to be the only relevant episodes, honestly. But yeah, that wraps up a terrible fucking season of Fear the Walking Dead. Like I said, this episode was probably the best episode of the season, which isn't exactly saying much, because the rest of the season is probably like a 2 out of 10, while this episode is like a 4.5 out of 10 or a 4 out of 10, honestly. Like, it wasn't better by much. It was like, okay, Madison's back, and we're going to something that's been a season-long build-up, which is Padre. Like, there was no real progression, to be honest. The only thing that we learned in the episode is that Padre are connected to stealing kids, and Madison has been helping them, pretty much. That's all we really know. So it's not much information. After 16 episodes, the only thing we know about Padre is they steal kids, and they take kids. Fucking stupid. But yeah. Hope you enjoyed the reaction, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Toto and fair.